Hi everyone, and welcome to our dumbbell workout for the week. So last week we did upper body single dumbbell. This week we are going to do lower body single dumbbell. So we're going to have a good, fairly intense workout here. As always, almost always, most of our workouts are choose your own reps, so same thing. We're going to do 3 sets, and you can see the list of exercises over there, right there. So make sure you have a couple different dumbbells, a medium, maybe even a light, and then a heavy one as well. It just depends on your fitness level, especially with your lower body. A lot of people don't do a lot of lower body. So without further ado, we are going to get into our warm-up in 1 second. I'm just getting our timer up. And let's get going on our warm-up. So find yourself a wall and do some leg swings. Oh, I didn't start our timer. So let's go. So leg swings, warm up the legs. Get some movement going on. We're going to be doing a lot of leg-based exercises, obviously, with it being lower body today. So get the blood flowing, get the movement going. Keep it up, everyone. Great. Let's get into the agility skaters. So side to side, get some movement going, back and forth. Finish with the high knee, moving laterally, getting our heart rates up. Nice quick stride. Good. Let's get on the ground. I'm just going to switch camera a little bit lower. T position. Right leg to left arm. Left leg to right arm. Stretching out our glutes and our low back, as well as our mid back. Again, some rotation in here. Feeling the stretch. And we can get up and go into butt kicks. So as always, just starting with our march. And then if you're ready, we can go into a jog, or you can just stick with the march. And finish with a sprint. So nice and fast, pulling the heels to the butt each time. Good. Let's do some arm circles. So palms down, slowly get bigger and bigger until you get to full rotations, whatever that may be for you. Palms up, go in reverse, same thing. Slowly increase until we can get to fulls. Great, and we'll finish with our punch combo. So jab, cross, hook. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3. Jab, cross, hook. 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 Good job. All right, let's get right into our workout, starting with single arm squats. So you're going to grab a dumbbell, hold it over your shoulder, and we're going to drop down. I'm going to do everything 10 reps, so I'm going to do 5 with my one arm, and then switch arms, hold it over my shoulder, do 5 on the other side. Good job. Finish up and relax. So when we're doing our single arm squat, the reason why we hold it over top of our shoulder is to keep the load over top there, so then it's going down. So you're going to get a lot more loading through your legs when you do that. When we do it on one side, it means that you're going to load a little bit heavier into whatever leg that weight is on. So let's get into round 2. Same thing. So drop down, come up. Drop down, come up. Great job, everyone. When we're doing our squats, try and have your feet roughly shoulder width apart. My hips are a little tight today, so I have my toes pointed out a little bit more than I normally would. But just depending on your hip flexibility, you can do it however you want. And we're going to breathe, catch our breath, and then do our last set. Get ready and go. So drop down, come up. Drop down, come up. Notice how my other arm is just dangling up the sides here. And 5. Good. Let's finish up. Take a breather. And then we're going to do single leg deadlifts next. So I'm going to show us a couple different variations with this. We've done single leg deadlifts a lot along the lines in these dumbbell workouts over the year so far. So for the first round, I'm going to have my left leg planted. I'm going to hold the dumbbell on my right arm. I'm going to do 10, and then I'm going to switch and try and do 10 on the other side. So ready, and go. So hinge, come forward, hinge, come forward. If you're struggling, you can do toe down instead. So find what works for you. And switch sides when you're ready. I have a hard time balancing on my right side, as you can see here. And relax when you're ready. So I did 10 each side. If you're struggling with that, you could do half your reps. And we're going to get ready and go again. So this time, I'm going to hold the weight in the same leg that's pointed. So left and left. So the difference between this one and my first round is now I got a lot more weight coming into this leg. And so now my body wants to rotate and open like that. So I got to use my core to keep myself straight and stop rotating. Good job, everyone. So pick which one you prefer for your last round. Again, you can go toe down if you need to. So I'm going to stick with my what I did on the second round because I find that one is my weaker one. and relax. So we gotta get right into our third exercise, which is an overhead reverse lunge. So I'm just gonna change the view here. So your right arm is gonna be up, and you're gonna step back with your right leg, step forward. 3. I'm gonna try and get 10 in. That's gonna be hard though. Switch sides when you're ready. Not a lot of time in between, so shake out, get ready, and go. Round 2. You can see I'm staying nice and upright with my upper torso. Arm stays right over top of my head. So this is a good one for getting core engagement, getting your arms involved a little bit more, and really elongating your quad, because a lot of people lean forward when they're doing lunges. That one's a good one to get the sweat going. Not a lot of time. We got 5 seconds. And then we're going to do our last round and go. Whew. That one's tough. Just catch your breath. And then we're going to go into single arm dumbbell swing. So we're going to use one dumbbell. We're going to swing like that up to eye height. So let's get ready and go. It's a nice hard swing. I'm going to do 10 each side. So if you're struggling or your legs are getting really tired, this one's a good one to have your reps. So maybe doing 5 each side if you're trying to do 10 reps. Or if you're doing 8 reps, maybe 4 each side. If you're doing 12, then maybe 6 and 6. Let's get ready, and round 2. It's a nice flat back. Really use your legs. Get that good hip extension. Flex your core. Stand nice and tall. Don't hyperextend your back. Perfect. And breathe, walk it out, shake it out. And then we'll do our third round of these. before we move into our calf raises. Ready, and go. Great job, everyone. I'm going to just change the camera angle a little bit here. So we're going to go into single leg calf raises, just using the one dumbbell. So it's going to work on your balance a little bit. So we're going to hold the dumbbell on the opposite arm to the leg that you're going to try and do the calf raise on. So I'm going to go on my left leg, holding the dumbbell on my right arm. And switch sides when you're ready, trying to balance as best as you can. I'm going to have to do a little toe down with my left leg, so I'm really struggling with the balance here. So all the work's still happening in my right there, but because of all the ankle injuries I've had as a kid playing sports, I have a hard time balancing on my right leg. So just to help with that, I can just do a left toe down. It just gives me enough balance. So round 2, getting into it again. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to keep my toe down. All the motion is happening, all the action's happening in my left leg as I go up on my toes. I just have my right foot there to help support so I can stay balanced and in control. But it's not doing any work other than helping me from falling over. Great job, everyone. Shake out. Catch your breath. And then we'll go back into our calf raises for round 3. Let's get ready and go. So all the action is in my left leg. The right leg's just there to help balance and support. Good job, everyone. So we're going to do a newer exercise or something that we haven't done much of, if at all, in my classes. So dumbbell snatch. So you're going to hold your dumbbell in front of you, and then you're going to come up like you're doing a swing, but you're going to finish with an overhead. So we're going to do 5 on each side. So it looks like this. And switch sides. So nice and explosive, driving from your legs and hips, and then pulling the dumbbell over your head, using your momentum from your legs to help drive the action. So I use my medium dumbbell there. I'm going to move up to my heavier one for round 2. It's a little light for me. I found that I didn't have to use my legs much. It's a tricky balance. So if you're using too light, a lot of the times you'll try and use your arms and shoulders to do the action when it should really be your legs. So let's get into round 2. So you can see from the side, hinge forward like this, explode, finish straight over the head. Explode, straight over the head. You can see my feet even go a little airborne here just because of the explosiveness that I'm trying to drive from my legs. The complex movement, I'm going to try and add them into our routines a little bit more, but they are fairly exhausting, so I'll try and keep them a little bit earlier in our workouts. It's definitely something to work on. All right, round 3 of our snatches, and go. And 5. Good. So we got 2 exercises left. Next is a squat thruster. So this one's another one we haven't done much of. And it's a little complex as well. And it's going to kind of be somewhat similar to the one we did before. So you're going to hold the dumbbell in one hand. I'm just going to demo quick. You're going to go down to a half squat, and then you're going to push up, rotate, and punch to the sky. So we're going to do 5 each side here. Ready, and go. So half squat, up, rotate, punch. Up, rotate, punch. Up, rotate, punch. Good. So I'm doing 5. Do your half reps on one side, and then half reps on the other side. Good job, everyone. So that one's definitely a challenging one. A lot going on there. So a little half squat, then you're up, but you're swiveling your hips so your feet are pivoting. And then at the same time, you're punching the sky. So your arm comes out on a 45. This is overhead. This is 0. This is 45. There's your 90, 45, 0. All right, let's get going. Round 2. So lateral view looks like this. So half squat, up, punch. Half squat, up, punch. Good job, everyone. Nice and explosive on those. Once you get the coordination down, try not to go too slow. They're really an explosive movement, just like the snatches. You gotta be a little aggressive. All right, last round of the squat thrusters, or squat thrust, and go. So up, punch. Up, punch. Up, punch. Good job, everyone. That's our last squat. Now we got our last deadlift. So got your pushes and your pulls. We're alternating in those, so we're on to a pull. So 2 gauge deadlift. what we're going to do is hold the dumbbell on one side, and then you're going to go in and do a deadlift with both legs. So it's going to overload that one leg. So we're going to switch at 5. So hinge, pull up, hinge, pull up. So you should be using your heavy dumbbell for this. So this one's a good one for just overloading one leg a little bit, making sure you don't cheat too much. And it's also a great one for working on your core. So if you have that dumbbell on one side here, when you come forward, you're going to want to rotate into it. So you have to use your core, your obliques, your low back, your abs to hold that in place so you don't rotate like that. And then when you go to pull, so everything's flat and straight ahead. So focus on that. Focus on using your core. We got 2 more rounds, and then we'll finish with our cool down. So get ready and go. Good job. Keep it up, everyone. And change the angle so we're ready for the yoga cool down at the other end. So breathe a little bit in between. One more round. We're almost at the end here. Get ready and go. Great job, everyone. So finish up your reps. Then you can grab yourself a mat and get yourself ready for our cool down. So we're going to start in downward dog like always. Let's get ready in 5. And go. So hands underneath your shoulders, hike your hips up and back. You can pedal at your calves if you need to. Trying to make that upside down V. And have one leg come forward. Hands on the inside into lizard. Feeling the stretch through your hip flexor. Pulling your knee in towards your triceps. And we're going to open up into world's greatest. And switch sides, starting with lizard. Feeling the stretch. And opening up, world's greatest. And pigeon. So front leg in a 90, down onto your forearms if you're able to. Feeling the stretch in your hip on that front leg. And switching sides, same thing. And going into Cobra, so hands underneath your shoulders. Drop your hips to the ground. Look towards the ceiling. Nice deep breaths. And back into child's pose to finish up. Button your heels, forehead to the mat. Reach your fingertips forward. Big deep breaths. And we're done. So I hope you enjoyed the lower body single dumbbell workout. And if you've missed the announcement, we will be opening up our gyms with limited capacity come October 12th for those that are fully vaccinated. So look for more information in our wellness updates and communications. And of course, feel free to contact us if you have any questions. Have a good day.